Hello children, this is regarding the second portion of chemistry lesson 1, which says importance of chemistry in the field of agriculture, various products and other uses. So generally in agriculture, in the field of chemistry we use fertilizers and pesticides in order to enhance the productivity and at the same time protect the crops from pest infections. So fertilizers definition you have to mark, that is a substance which is used to improve the fertility and supply plant nutrients essential for growth is known as fertilizers. You have to underline the examples like ammonium nitrate, urea, phosphatic fertilizers or superphosphates. Moving to pesticides, it is something that is used or a chemical that is used to the soil or added to the soil to kill the pest, which includes herbicides to kill unwanted herbs, to kill insecticides to kill the insects, and termiticides to kill the termites. Now generally they protect the plants from weeds, fungus and insects. Here the definition for herbicides and insecticides has been given. Moving to the products used, chemistry is widely used in the food industry during the manufacture of refined oils, butter, cheese, etc. In the field of construction they are used in form of mortar, cement, glass. In clothing, it is used for natural fabrics such as silk, which are made through chemical reactions. In household purposes, we use cooking gas or liquefied petroleum gas (LPG). At the same time, we use food preservatives along with specific utensils and electronic gadgets or items. Moving to daily usage, paints, dyes, perfumes, paper, ink, etc. involves chemistry. Industrial processes includes metals and alloys. It also used in automobile industries. And last, petroleum products like petrol, kerosene, diesel, oil are products obtained from petroleum through chemical methods. Then we move to the alchemist portion. Alchemists were people who were considered to turn anything into gold. Here we don't need to go through the detail. We'll move on to the next page, that is contribution of scientist. Dmitri Mendeleev formulated the periodic table, which consisted of the arrangement of elements in form of their increasing atomic numbers. Now, in this, you have to form a table in your copy where you have to make the first column scientist, where you have to write down the name of the scientist and the contribution. I am underlining the portion which you have to write, that is the second point, formulated the periodic table of elements. Antoine Lavoisier, he discovered the gas oxygen. This much only you have to write. John Dalton, he formulated the modern atomic theory known as the Dalton's atomic theory. Van Helmont, he discovered carbon dioxide gas on heating charcoal in air. Glauber, he prepared the hydrogen chloride gas from sodium chloride and concentrated sulfuric acid. And later he discovered nitric acid from potassium nitrate and concentrated sulfuric acid. Now contribution of Joseph Priestley, he first prepared sulfur dioxide gas by the action of hot concentrated sulfuric acid on mercury. Okay, this much you will write down, one side the name of the scientist and the other side only the points mentioning the contributions they have done. Previously I got some comments regarding the writing of the apparatus. Children, I told you, you will write down the name of the apparatus, its definition and function. Like spirit lamp, definition, function. Bunsen burner, definition, function. Thistle funnel also, definition and function. Delivery tube, definition, function. Beehive cell similarly. Gas jar, definition. Function is downward displacement of air, upward displacement of air, downward displacement of air, downward displacement of water, and the various methods involved. Funnel, the same way. In measuring apparatus, you will write down pipette and its function, burette, its function, measuring cylinder, its function. Let's move to the next, that is food preservatives. It's a question in the back. I'll make you underline the questions. You have to write it down in your copy. So food preservatives and food processing, you have to write down the definition. Food preservatives are substances or chemicals added to food or beverages to prevent, number 1, decomposition of bacteria, number 2, reduce the risk of foodborne infections, And third, preserve nutritional quality of food. You have to learn this chart where the preservatives and in the food items they are used has been mentioned. Like benzoic acid, it is used in jams, pickles, carbonated drinks. Nitrates, it's used in meat products. Sulfur compounds, it is used in beverages and wines. Moving to food processing, they involves all the method or processes which is used to transform the raw materials into usable forms. For example, mincing, cooking, pickling, packaging, canning, preservative additions. These are all methods which are used in sugar industry, food processing industry, fish industry, meat packaging industry, tinned vegetables like your mushroom or your corns, etc. available in the supermarkets, snack items. These are all food processing industries. Okay. Moving to the next portion, cosmetics. We all know cosmetics are used by each and every one people to enhance the beauty. At the same time, also spread the fragrance of an individual. So they are generally compounds or mixtures of chemical compounds. And the first one we are having is talcum powder. Talcum powder is a mineral made up of hydrated magnesium silicate containing magnesium, silicon and oxygen. You might remember that. It can come as name the following. Now what it does, it absorbs moisture, it cuts down friction, easy movement is done, keeps the skin dry and prevents rashes or infections. We are having other ingredients which are used in cosmetics. Water. The function is it forms basic of almost all cosmetic products and acts as a solvent to dissolve the other ingredients. Titanium dioxide, you can underline. It provides mild sun protection and used as a pigment that gives white coloration to your other ingredients. Okay. And it provides the base for mineral makeup. 3 points are there. Oxides of zinc and iron. They are used as classified as pigments or colorants. They initiate anti-inflammatory properties in the cosmetics. Emulsifiers, they are used in creams and lotions to give an even texture like your primers and all. In preservatives, they extend the shelf life of a cosmetic and prevents the growth of microorganisms in the cream itself. Okay. Now we'll move on to clothing. Clothing is one of the necessities individuals have. They are classified into natural and synthetic fibers. In natural, you have got cotton, wool, which are derived from nature, whereas in synthetic, they are terylene, nylon and rayon. So we will study here terylene along with rayon and nylon. So terylene has a question in the back of the page where you have to write down the definition. It is a synthetic polyester generally formed by addition of polyester to natural fiber like cotton. Okay. Now what is its advantages? It is easy to clean and creates resistance. Okay. Now properties, it is elastic in nature, resistant to friction, it's very soft, it is crease resistant and easily washable and dries off quickly. Coming to usage, it is used in fashion garment industry, non-woven carpets, raincoats, sails industry. It is used in making nets, ropes and horses. Then coming to rayon and nylon, it can come as a difference. So first point is rayon, I am writing here, it is difference. Rayon is a generated cellulose fiber whereas nylon is an artificial synthetic fiber. Rayon is, for second point is, rayon is used in carpets when blended with wool. It is used in bed sheets when blended with cotton. And the second point for nylon, it is used in fabrics, ropes, brushes, hooks, etc. So you can write this in the copy as a difference, extra question. Okay. Moving to the next one. We are having medicines. So here we know medicines are natural or synthetic substances which are used to, first of all, treat or prevent a disease, protect from infection. Here we will see there's some few of the medicines like aspirin, paracetamol and other medicines. Here you have to remember that what is the role of the medicine, what is its overdose can cause. So it is a medicine to treat pain, fever and inflammation, first point. It may reduce blood clots in people and also it is given after a heart attack which reduces the risk of death. What is its side effects? It has got side effects like upset stomach, stomach ulcers, etc. Moving to paracetamol, we all know that it is used to treat mild or moderate pain or fever. It is used for back pain, headaches, for dental usage, and it is also sold with cold medicines in combination. It is safely recommended in mild doses because high dose may result in liver problems. The next one, we are having other medicines like antacids used for acidity or upset stomach, iron supplements and vitamin B12 for anemia, that is deficiency of RBC or red blood cells. Then antibacterials that are used for conjunctivitis, that is inflammation of the inner membrane of the eyeball. Okay. Then we come to the term soap and detergents, which are used as cleaning agents. So soap are substances used with water for cleaning and washing. Then moving to made up of generally sodium or potassium hydroxide. Whereas detergents are synthetic water soluble cleaning agents made from sodium and potassium hydroxide along with petroleum products. Now why detergents have an advantages over ordinary soap? Because in hard water it does not form lather easily, whereas soft water forms. So ordinary soap when rubbed with hard water, it generally leads to wastage of soap. So we use for synthetic detergents which do not form scum and lather easily in the hard water also. Moving to the last one, stain removals. So generally in fabrics, if certain stains get marked, it is removed with a solvent. So certain solvents are like, for example, lemon juice. It contains citric acid and used for removing stains from fabrics. Hydrogen peroxide, it is used as a mild bleaching agent removing stains. Glycerin, it also softens stains on wool. Sodium hydroxide, it generally removes grease and oil and it is generally referred as drain cleaner. Then last, boiling water, it removes fruit juices stains on a fabric.